¿Cómo estás? Yo grabo también.
Start recording
All right.
too. All right.
¿Quién está aquí por primera vez? ¿Quién es
Who is
nuevo?
here for the first time? Who is new here?
¿Alguien? Oh, bienvenida, Sandy.
Is welcome, Sandy.
Bienvenida. Bueno, si tienen sus cámaras apagadas, no
Welcome.
los puedo ver.
If you have your cameras off, we can't see you. Write it in the chat. Who is here for the first time? Okay, and here's this in English.
You could change it in the globe that's down here and switch it over to English and you could hear translation. Hoy me llegó mis paquetes. Bueno, felicidades. Qué bueno. Andrea, Carla, qué
Oh,
bueno
today
que
you
están aquí.
received your sleeves. Congratulations, Andrea. Carla.
Bueno, Mónica, qué bueno que viniste para atrás para
Monica,
esto y
I'm
dejas a las
happy that you
personas
came
ahí
back for this.
esperando para la presentación de negocio. Pero primero,
There
antes
are
que
people here
empecemos,
waiting for the business presentation call. Before we start, is there anybody here that knows somebody that wants to hear about this and you possibly spoke to them about it, but you haven't been able to talk to them about it? And maybe you didn't feel comfortable speaking with them? Do you have anybody there? You can write it down in the chat. Okay, I think Sam is the only one. Why am I saying that? Because in 1 hour, we have a business presentation. 25 minutes max, 30 minutes. And we're going to answer all the questions that you might have. So this would be an excellent moment for you to invite those people. So we have 1 hour. You can say, hey, give me 30 minutes. You're not going to lose anything. I'm going to send you the link. You can access, and what's the worst thing that can happen? That you don't like it, you don't lose anything. What about if it changes your life? So we still have time. Send the text. I'm going to do the onboarding. There's a lot of new people here for the first time. Everybody who's here for the first time, it's very important. And also people who have been here for a while. Because the longer we do things, the easier they become. Sandra, you must be an expert in all this, right? We're going to have you giving classes soon because Sandra is so faithful. She's always here in all our classes. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for being always here. And we know that you are going to be on fire in any second. This is going to explode. So how are we going to start? Let's begin first by obviously there are people who are here for the first time. So this is a business. You know that, right? It's a business. Everybody knows it's a business. And let me tell you something, if possible, possibly you don't know. Businesses are difficult. I didn't go to school today because I had to work. I had to say to my wife, babe, and to the teachers that we have each Thursday. They're not are my favorite teachers anyway. And I said, hey, babe, I need to advance before we go to Miami. Things are not easy. And if you are here thinking that everything is going to be easy, but what makes it easier is what you give to the business. What are you going to do? When things become difficult, are you going to quit? And Sandra, I'm going to use you as an example. Sandra, how many months have you been with us? 4? Are you manager? Sandra is not manager yet, and not because she doesn't know the information. It could be for any other thing that's happening. But Sandra does not miss one single class. Y Sandra has had 4 months in this time, seeing other people reaching ranks and other things, finding million excuses to say, I want to give up. In the other business, in the other business that we have, which is a financial services business, and one of the people that accessed that business, he's young, he's 20 something years old. He started when he was 20. In 4 years, he generated, I think he told me in total, like $80,000 in 4 years in total. 20,000 the first year, 10,000 the next, and things like that. Nowadays, he's a multi millionaire. If he surrenders in those 4 years, he was never going to reach the point that he's at right now. And many of us, unfortunately, we're not helped by Amazon or by Google because we're used to things being very quick. And if you can train and you can know that this is not a quick race, this is a marathon. The thing is that you have to grow a bit every day and a bit more and a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. Today, you don't know a lot about the business. Today, you don't know about the people who are here for the first time. It's the first time that you're hearing this information. Perfect. Now take this week. Oh, Thanksgiving is coming. Excuses, because I'm going to be studying and working, and my wife is because we want a go. So this training should not be the last time that you see a training or for you to just wait for the week calls to listen. You have a whole day. I'm in the gym and I'm hearing trainings of myself sometimes. Not because I like my voice, but because sometimes I like, how do you do that? Okay, I'm going to listen to it constantly. So you do those habits of training constantly, and tomorrow you talk to a person, and the day after tomorrow you start to talk to two people. And then you start having more, what's the word? More confidence in your business and in what you're doing, and that way you build a business. Are you with me? All right. So those are the things, and constantly we have the YouTube channel. Jay and I were saying that we are going to start to create a website, our website, very new website, like the This Is It, but not like the This Is It. Much, much, much better. And we have YouTube for you. You have all the calls there. This call is directly for YouTube and boards. Boards is very important because we always have that. There could be somebody that says, oh, I want the 15-minute video. Okay, it's in boards. All the time that you were writing that message, where can I find the video, the 15 minutes that Carlos did in English? Okay, you had it in boards in your hand in very little time. That that text message was written. So it's very important for you to access and have all their information there. The people who are there for the first time, did you understand that? Please see it in the chat to make sure that you understood that. Everything is on boards. You should already have the link for boards and also for YouTube. Everything is on boards. Anything that you can think about is on boards. Everything, everything. All right, let's go with this now. Let's share. No, not that, not yet. So this is the page, obviously, of LifeWave. Can everybody see it? Sandra, can you see it? So the first thing we need to know is that if you enroll into this webpage and you possibly don't know English, here on the top you can change the language. Change it to the language which is easier for you. It doesn't have to be in English. And if you're going to recruit somebody in the United States and in Mexico, you're going to see it here in dollars. But if you're going to recruit somebody in Spain or Italy or Europe, when you send them their link, you have to tell them that they have to choose the country where they're going to be. Because that way, the coin is going to change. In Mexico and the United States, and I think that Canada also are using dollar. They all add in dollars. So it's not going to change to pesos or something like that in Mexico. They're going to see it in dollars. But in Europe, it will change the coin. The other thing that we need to do is that here, this is your number. The other day, somebody was asking me, where do I find my ID? This is your ID. You go up here and then you go up here. And the person who was registered for Destin asked what the ID is. That is a number that you need to know. When you call customer service, that's the number they're going to ask you for. What's your name? Sandra Perez. What's your ID? And you're going to give them your ID, and that's going to tell the person who you are. This is your profile where you can see all your things. Your number is here, what you have. We can't do this anymore because we're at the end of the company, but here you can go in your profile and you can see the next classification step. So if you haven't reached manager, you're going to come here and you're going to see what you need to reach manager. It's going to say there's 2 people at the left or 2 people at the right. Whatever you need, it's going to say there. Now, something very important for the people who are, wait, let me do this. The people who are here for the first time, the new people, you're going to come to organization. You're going to go to new enrollment, and that is going to take you to this page for you to enroll. And this is what you're going to send those people for them to enroll. So up here you go, and you can see how here it says Carlos and Rochelle. You copy this, I copy this, I save it in a part of my phone, and I send it to the people. When you go out there to talk to them, that is not the time of, wait, let me search for it, because then the person already had another thought, another thing. Somebody called them. Oh, wait, I have to answer this call. No, that's not how it works. You have to have it in your hand right there. The moment that you're talking to that person, wait, let me send you this link. Don't hang up that phone after sending the link. People don't know how to register because it sounds easy, but there is an auto shipment that you need to schedule. If we don't schedule the auto shipment, the person registers, and after 30 days, they're going to lose all their numbers, what you gave them. And if you're a manager, you're going to lose your manager because you need to have 4 people. We're going to reach that in a moment. 4 people active with a minimum of core, 180 points. So it is very important that when you send this to them, hey, let me do that with you. Because they're going to say, what am I doing here? What do I have to do? And if they don't know, they're not going to finish. And if they don't finish, when the person finishes the process of sales, that's why when we're in sales, you don't want to let that person leave. Because the moment that that person leaves from in front of you, the chance of you closing them decreases like in a 78%. No, but prices are too high. I don't want to talk about that because if we start with that, I'm not coming back. You need to know how to talk about that. We have classes on how to talk about it, but that is where you're going to receive your link, and it's a link that you're going to send to that person for when they register. And why is that important? Because when people are going to register, you're going to come here, you're going to change the configuration, and it's going to reach this page. Here you can change the name of your company, the name, the picture, and the most important thing is this underneath. Because right now I send Hugo the link. Hugo, here's my link. Hugo signs, and because I have this here on the right, Hugo is going to fall on my right. I'm also going to sign with Tanya. I send Tanya's link. Tanya's going to fall on my right because she's all on my right. Now to reach manager, I need to have 2 on my right, which is Hugo B. Tanya. Are you with me? And now I'm going to enroll Sandra. I don't want Sandra at my right. I want her at my left. I come here and I change her. And that's all. When you see this green thing, it's because it's been updated. Now I enroll Sandra and Sandra's going to fall on my left. There are some people who think, oh no, it's going to be done automatically. No, you need to make an effort with the job. So this is very, very important. The people, oh, I forgot. It's your business. You can't be forgetting about your business because if you forget about your business, I'm not going to remember about your business. I'm remembering about my own business and thinking about my own business things. We need to pay attention to these things. Okay. That's why we do these trainings every week, weekly trainings. We're always organizing these trainings for everybody who's new. Another thing that I forgot to say at the beginning, all your team, just like you who are here, you need to enroll one person or two people or whoever you enroll. You are going, it's your responsibility. You're in charge of passing that person the links so they can join all the chats, Telegram, the WhatsApp chats, and for them to access the trainings. If you receive the links of your upline for the training, hey, don't keep it. You have to do leadership and you have to lead your team and you have to pass them the links. If they don't train, they're not going to grow. If they don't grow, you're not going to grow either. Another thing that I was talking about is that you have to be a leader, that people that see you say, okay, if Sandra's there, I'm going to be there too. But no, I'm not going to enroll today, but you're telling your team you should enroll to the call too. You know the first thing they're going to do? They're going to search for you on Zoom to see the face of their upline. Oh, my upline isn't even here. Nah, I don't have to access this call. If Sandra doesn't is not in the call, why should I be? And after a month, they call and they call me and they say, "Oh, Carlos, I lost my team. What should I do?" Well, I can tell you why you lost them because you haven't been in a call since a month and a half ago. You haven't posted anything since a month and a half ago. It's been a month and a half since you haven't spoken to your team. Of course, they disappeared. They fell. They got lost. Something very, very important. Okay. So was everybody able to understand this? Please write yes in the chat if you were able to understand what I was talking about. Exactly, Janet. You have 5 days to change that person. If you put them in the incorrect leg, you have 5 days to change them. It's better to do this correctly. Remember that this business is done in auto shipment. Why? Every time that that person purchases, they give you a commission, right? They give you a point that becomes a commission. So if you don't have the auto shipment, you're not going to have a business. And that is why we have to create that. The moment that you enroll someone in, we do the auto shipment. So let's do it together. So if somebody's going to enroll, oh, here it's in English. Thank you, Jesus. So the person is going to enroll in advance. We select them. Then it takes us here. Okay, perfect. Now here, this is not just saving. Okay, they're going to send it to me. No, you need to choose what the person is going to want for her or his auto shipment. Don't complicate yourself. Just X39. Now, when that person enters the business, is in the trainings and sees there's other sleeves and they can modify it themselves. Because if not, if you're going to have to explain to that person now about 10 other different types of patches, and you're going to be in a call for an hour and a half, just X39. If the person accessed X39, they will have X39. Today is the 21st. I'm going to change it I'd like to change it for 2 days before the 30 days go by. Why? Because sometimes it has happened that on the 30th, it's Saturday, for example. And on Sunday, the system is going to reflect that you don't have an auto shipment. So I always like to have it 2 or 3 days before. It's something that we learned to do because it's something that's happened to a few people. So you come here, you go to the patches and go to X39, and here you can choose. What is the difference between one or another? If it's the same price, one is going to send you all the sleeves and all those things, those big things. If you want it that way, that's perfect. We are going to choose this one. You choose two and you save. And you've got your auto shipment scheduled. When you're going to get out and check out with them, if you don't see this down here, there is no auto shipment. You need to go back and do it correctly. The only thing that they're going to pay today is this number here, $535. In 1 month, it's going to say monthly, it's going to say the day, you're going to pay $199. You fill out your information, their address, this here. This is something that many people, oh, I don't know what to do. What website are you talking about? They're talking about what you are going to include behind this. So if I write Sandra Perez here, when I copy the link to send it to the people, they're going to say, it's going to say Sandra Perez. So the user, your user should be the name. Don't put beautiful house 2524. No. Or put your company or whatever you want. You can go and change it because I did it with my wife, but that's what they're asking for, nothing else. Are you with me? So another thing, you signed someone in and you didn't put them on auto shipment. Oh, but I didn't see auto shipment. So what do I do now? Okay, this is what you have to do now. You have to come to the part where it says store. You have to go to your profile. This is the back office. This is the office. You go here where it says patches. You're going to go where it says LifeWave. You see there's other patches. Right now, you don't talk to anybody about any other patches, okay? X39. X39 is a star product that we have. Remember that. My wife and I use all the patches, except for today that we both forgot. When we realized it was already too late, and we were like, oh, the patches. But we use this one, that one, this one also, all of them, practically all of them. They do different things. X39 is always going to help those patches do much more. X39. So what are we going to see here? I'm going to choose X39. Are you with me until here? Look at what it says down here. Add to the monthly subscription order. But I have to come here and put the amount. Okay. Remember this number, okay? Please. X39. How many points? 77. Everything in this world is volume. Remember that 77, okay? Why? And I want to show you something quick. So to finish this, go here, add monthly subscription, and you're going to see on the cart up here, It's not that I wrote this and that's it. Many people think that when I click here, I already have the auto shipment scheduled. No, you don't have it scheduled. You have to go to your cart, finalize the purchase. Is that correct? Are you with me? So as I was saying here in this point of volume 77, I want you to see something. Look at this. Volume 55. Remember, both X39 and 49 are the only that have a value of 77 points. The rest have 55 points. Understood? So what do we need to do? Okay, let me go back here. Because in Spanish, this confuses me a bit. Okay, here's where you're going to see the payments every week. That's where you're going to see your weekly payments. Here you're going to see the people who are enrolling in your company, in your direct line. And here I can see when somebody from my team or my downline enrolls. So I can see, look, just like I can see myself here and see Marilyn Garles just enrolled to preferred customers, to retail clients. Also, Fido signed enrolled to clients. Rodrigo signed today one retail client. So I can come here and say, okay, let's see if I can see a person who is enrolling. The other day I was seeing this and I saw the same name, the same name, the same name, the same name. Look at this. This person enrolled underneath Carla. This person enrolled underneath Carla. I don't know who Carla is. Where is Carla? Hey, she is enrolling people, so I searched for her. The other day I found a lady that had 14 people that she enrolled, and I didn't know who she was. It's our second line. I want to know because if her upline isn't working with her, okay, we're going to work with you because she's enrolling people. Okay, let's see how. So you can see all those things here, as I was saying. There you go. There's Madeira otra again. Floria, another person, Flor. That's 5 already. There we go. I didn't know that Flor had signed up someone, but I see her here and I can say, well done. All right. That's amazing. Well done. So that is very important. Here, you are going to see the volume that you have, what it's being generated on your right leg and your left leg. Right now, we have 41,000 points in the left leg and 40,000 on the right leg and 25,000 on the left leg. So everyone here wants to have more points in one leg than the other. But the strong leg, let me show you this to you. Remember, because it's much easier to see it when you see the compensation plan, why you want to have 3 times more on one leg than the other one. So if I have 25,000 in one and the other one, I want to have 75,000. 3 to 1. Because when you close the cycle, because for the binary, the stronger leg, you need double than in the weak leg. The weaker leg is 330 and the strong leg is 660. So I can close double cycles if I have 20 or 50. 25 or 50, it's going to cancel. But if not, I can start next week with 25,000 points and money in my account. I don't start from zero. And that's why we do it. But we'll show it to you now when we reach there. So the people who are new here for the first time, this is our star product, X39. We need to know about this information. We need to know what we talk about, what we have. You can never say, oh, I don't know. Nobody is going to take you seriously if you don't know that. What does the X39 do? How does it work? We all have it here. This is a technology. This is not a medication. This isn't a drug. All those things that you heard about the first time, this is something that you need to know. It's not transdermic. It's not invasive. It's light. It's like a mirror. It reactivates stem cells. All those things are things that you need to know. What is it going to do? Anything. It can have a million benefits. We heard from the owner today that the machine is going to be available. The water machine is going to be available, I think, in the US. And I don't know if Rachel and I are going to qualify, but we're going to give it to 30 people in the company. I doubt it'll be us because we're new, but maybe, you don't know, that they're going to give the machine to 30 people for them to try it, but it's going to be out in April and also in January with the supplement of the morning and the night. I loved it. You have to know who the owner is. The owner sells a lot when you talk about who the owner is. The patents. It is very important. Why the patents? The patent is what gives us exclusivity of this technology. This is what makes us not be just any company. We're not a company that sells shampoo when there's 10,000 other shampoos that sells supplements to lose weight when there's 10,000 other things to lose weight. This is what makes us unique. There are 10,000 other patches. There could possibly be other patches, but what do these do? They reactivate stem cells. We're the only ones. And this is something that you need to know how to talk about. Because if the person doesn't know how to do the business or not, compare it. Compare it. Say, okay, in another company you're selling shampoo, but you are competing with everybody. CVS, Walgreens, any other company. Here you're not competing with anybody, only with yourself. It is very important for you to note. Obviously, how to wear the patches, you need to give the people instructions. How do we earn money? Retail client, you earn $50. I don't like to talk about this because the owner says at minimum you need 3 months to give the product 3 months. Very little people are going to need more than a month. But if that person is that person or doesn't drink enough water, I already drank 2 of these and 2 of these and 4 of these, and I'm still thirsty. The patch makes you thirsty. If you're not drinking water, it's not going to work very well. Remember that it reactivates the stem cells. The stem cells need water. The person purchases the pack, and in 1 month, a person that doesn't drink a lot of water, they're not going to feel it. They're going to say it doesn't work. So I don't talk to people about this, giving that person a chance for them to purchase the core. Purchase core, yes, you can earn $15 less. But at least you have an opportunity that the person uses the patch for 3 months and possibly might have the effect that you want to have. And this person can come and be your business partner, or they can purchase the patches. This is what we earn for each packet of patches. for each product that we are going to sell. So if someone enrolls as core 35, advanced 75, premium 405. Okay. When I was talking to you about, let me see where this is. No, it's not here. All right. The second way that we can earn money is the binary. With the binary, this is this part that I was talking about and we were explaining from 3-1. So this is the left leg. This is a strong leg. Right now, let's go back to see if you are connected. My strong leg is the right leg because it has 40,000 points automatically. Because that is where you have more points on my strong leg. The left leg is a weak leg. It's the same thing in here. You have the strong leg and you have the weak leg. Why do I want to reach 75,000 points on the strong leg and 25 here? Because I can only reach this if I have 25,000 points here and 75 here. To be able to close cycles, it's going to take 25,000 points here and 50,000 points here. And all that is combined, each 330 and 660 turns into $50. So the more volume you have, the more $50 you're going to have, the more cycles. Each cycle is $150. So if I have 25,000 on one side, I have 25,000 on this side and 50,000 on this other side. This gives me 75 points, 75 cycles. So 75 times $50 for me is $3,750. But since I had 75 and that's only 50, now on Monday, I'm going to start with 25,000 points. So I start with money in my account because cycles were closed. I know this is probably more in depth than possibly what you need to hear now, but it's information. All right, so these are the bonuses that we can earn when we reach manager. So that's why it's very important to reach manager as soon as possible because the maximum that you're going to earn is $100 of binary cycles. This means 2 cycles, which is the only thing that you can earn when you don't reach manager. So we have to reach manager to reach the minimum and to have the opportunity to earn $1,500 a week. And obviously, when you upgrade rank, you can earn a lot more. The other part is this part, which is how do we earn money? Sandra now, when she enrolls her brother, her binary, she earns a 25%. Pedro enrolls Maria, and Sandra's going to earn 20%. Maria enrolls Jose, and Sandra's going to earn 20% out of that. This is a part where we talk about money. Real money, okay? All right. So do you remember when we were talking about the points that I was showing you? The sleeves, the X39 sleeves? It gives you 77 points. For you to have your auto shipment scheduled, you need 110 points. How do you reach the 110 points? It doesn't matter. You need 110 points every month. One sleeve of X39 is 77 points. Plus another X39 is 149 points. 154, sorry. So the others are 57 points. So if you schedule the auto shipment with two sleeves that are not X39, that is your auto shipment because you reach 110 points and it's much cheaper. The ones which aren't X39 cost $70. The X39, on the other hand, costs $99. So you can save what, $60 a month? And just choosing the packs that are not X39. So you need 110 points every month to be able to maintain your auto shipment. If you don't have that, you don't have a business. Questions? I have 15 minutes for questions. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see the bags. Somebody wrote here that the bags, okay. First of all, Alejandra Cardenas. Yes. How are you? How are you? Very well, thank you. So my question is, I have the two legs, right? Left and right. And I enrolled one person and I put them on my right. And tomorrow I enroll another one, it's on my left. I need to play with that. I understand that I'm the one that has to move that, okay? That's clear. But can I put one and one and one and one and one and one? Or do I always have to have one side higher than another one? So there always has to be one side which is stronger than the other one, right? I put the first two on one leg and after that I move it. You don't have to go one, 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 one. Oh, okay. So I got two and I put them on the right, for example. Yes. And the third one is on the left. Yes, exactly. And if there's a fourth person, on the left. Okay. Yes, because you need two on each side. Okay. And after that, manager. For one rank, it's director. Out of those four people that you enrolled, yes, you need one manager on each side and one manager on the other side. So of those two, of your left, one of them needs to be manager on the left, and on your right side, one of those people that you enroll has to enroll for to be manager. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So does that have to be with one of the packs? It has to be core or advanced or upward. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sania, thank you. Carlos, could you repeat very quickly? I almost completely understand 330 and 660 of the cycle of the points. Now this is very clear this time, but could you repeat that? Okay. For us to be able to close a cycle, for us a cycle means $50, right? So imagine that we have to close a cycle. To be able to close a cycle, you need to have the system is going to show 330 points on the weak leg, on the right leg, and it's going to erase from there the 330, and from the strong leg, it's going to take 660. And they're there together, and that's a cycle. That's $50. You can't use that again. Now it's going to be 330 from here and 660 from there, $50. Keep on doing that until you don't have any more points. So that is why what I was saying of having 3 times more on one side than the other. See how I got 330 from here and 60 from there in one cycle. But I have another 330 at the end of the week. On Monday, At 12 midnight, I have money in my account because I'm closing other cycles. I don't start in zero. So those that you have left, they carry over. Yes, what you don't use goes to the other side the next week. Okay, thank you. Janet Ruiz. Hi, good evening. Good evening. Carlos, I was going to ask when we reached from manager to director, can you lose the rank if one of those people don't continue, right? Yes. Yes, if you reach manager and imagine that I'm manager, I recruited you and we're working. That's why it's very important because it happens constantly. Constantly. No, I lost manager rank. You lost somebody's out of shipment. To maintain yourself a manager, you need to have those four people at minimum. You have to have one sleeve in auto shipment. Or you need to be recruiting people for them not to lose that position. Is that correct? 110 points. That's what we need. Well, not to be manager with one sleeve, when you just have one sleeve of auto shipment, what it just limits you of earning $100 a week. That's all. Who, me? No, them. The person who has it. You can continue being manager if they have one sleeve. Now, if they don't have any auto shipment there, you don't have it. Oh, there you lose it. Okay. That's why it's very important how you're going to explain this to the people there. It's not as auto shipment. This is what you pay and it's the rent of your business. An auto shipment. You earn $50,000 each month before you sell a ticket in coaching. And here it's $200. Which one do you think? You have a website, you have the shipping, the total customer service, and it can be till $149 a month if you put two sleeves cheaper. I told them you're going to need more than that because everybody is going to need to find the patches. Another thing, could you share the presentation PowerPoints? Everything is in boards. But I haven't seen this one, the one you put now. Let me check. Thank you. Laura? Not yet. I can't hear you. Can you hear me now? I have a few questions. The first one, each cycle finishes on Sunday nights. So it says that that's the day that you should verify that the cycle is in order for it to be seen and ready. If you take longer, you won't be able to do anything on Sunday if you're seeing it on Sunday. You need to be looking constantly because if you see that in one place you're even, change legs, it's going to change the leg because you never know. Your team one day was one leg and then someone big came and then it blasted. Okay, perfect. But normally we are there. So I never wanted even. I need to check because if I reach Thursday, it's too late. It will be too late. I don't know what will happen the weekend. So constantly you're going to have to be monitoring that part. Okay, a frequent question that I've got. It's okay, yes, I register. I'm going to try the patch. I'm going to see how it goes, but if at some time I decide that I don't want to continue the subscription by not having the recurrent shipping, it finishes and it's over. And if that person is one of my managers, I need to pay, I think, I read verify if it's not true, $50 to have that person out as manager and search for someone new. No, that person leaves, you need to build another manager. And how do I put that in the map? Well, I can tell you something because I tried to do it with someone, which is very tall. And I spoke to corporate. I have someone very close to me there, which is close to the owner. And he said, Carlos, you need to build someone new. Yes, because for example, I put one counting that he was manager, and now I realize that he doesn't have the recurrent shipping. It's not one of my four with value. The four with value that I need to be able to be in the rank that I want to be in, correct? And now if I want to move them, I only have 5 days to take him out and put another person there. You need to move quick. But it's not like you can position it or anything like that. I can't come now and say, I want my son out, and he was the first and put someone else. Adriana. Adriana, Kristen. Wait, I can't hear you. Christian? Hurry, I have to go to the presentation call. Okay, the question is as follows. The person is, well, at least one is advanced, but the person that's going to be underneath wants to enroll as premium. What happens there? Sorry, can you repeat that again? I'm advanced, and the people who are going to be underneath me want to enroll as premium. Is that an issue against me, the benefit for him and for me? No, nothing. It's the same. Thank you. All right, guys, let's go to the business presentation call. Invite your people. You're going to enroll people today. I put the board's link here in the chat too for the people who want to use it. Copy it fast because we are going.